Hello students, I welcome you all for the video solutions for the CBSE exam 2020 for the subject Social Science. So this year we have seen lot of changes in terms of one marker question. Last year we have only 7 questions for 1 mark, but this year we have seen the flux in the number from 7 to 20. And in this 20 question, many questions were of MCQ types, fill in the blanks type and very short answer question type. So we have the set 2 of the paper. Let's start with question number 1. So this question has 2 questions in it. So let's deal with first question, that is, how is GDP calculated? So as we know, dear students, that GDP is the sum total of final goods and services produced in the territory of a nation in an year. So the answer of this question, that it is the value of final goods and services produced within the country during a particular year. और अगर आपने इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर सेम लिखा है तो आपको इस क्वेश्चन के लिए 1 नंबर मिलेगा. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the or part of the same question. The question says, how is public sector different from the private sector? So इस question में we need to differentiate public sector with the private sector. So public sector is controlled and managed by the government, and the private sector is controlled and managed by an individual or the group of individuals. In public sector we have examples like railways, BSNL. In private sector we have examples like Tata and Reliance. And अगर आपने इस question का answer same लिखा है, then you are going to get 1 mark for this whole question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the next one. Next question says, why did Gandhiji decide to withdraw non-cooperation movement in 1922? So this question is from the chapter Nationalism in India. So इस question में पूछा गया कि गांधी जी ने non-cooperation movement क्यों withdraw किया था 1922 में? And the answer to this question is, the causes of the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement are, first, the Chauri Chaura movement, which became very violent and it led to the killing of a lot of police officers, especially the 22 policemen were burned alive. And the second one, that he felt that the movement was turning violent in many places and Satyagrahi needed to be trained properly for the mass movement, and hence mass was not ready for the mass agitation. So in this background, Gandhiji decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. अगर आपने इसके लिए 2 point लिखे हैं, then you are going to get half mark for first point and another half mark for the second point. And overall, you are going to get 1 mark for this question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the next one. So question number 3 has 2 questions in it. So we'll be going to deal first question. That says that why was the Vernacular Press Act passed in 1878? And the answer to this question is that Vernacular Press Act was passed to impose restriction on the growing criticism of the British government in the vernacular language. Vernacular language is nothing but the local language of a particular region. And this act provided the government with extensive rights to censor reports and editorials written in the vernacular language. So in order to curb in the rising growth of nationalism in various regions of the nation, the government has came up with the idea of Vernacular Press Act in 1878. So I hope that you have understood this question, and if you have written the answer on the similar lines, you are surely going to get 1 mark for this question. Let's move to the or part of the same question. The question says, why was Gulamgiri book written by Jyotiba Phule in 1871? And we know, dear students, that Gulamgiri was written in order to highlight the injustices of the caste system. So the answer to this question is that in order to highlight the injustices of the caste system, Jyotiba Phule wrote Gulamgiri. So अगर आपने इस क्वेश्चन का जवाब सेम लिखा है तो आपको इस क्वेश्चन के लिए 1 मार्क मिलेगा. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the next one. Let's take question number 4. Question number 4 says, study the table and answer the question given below. So in this question, we have been provided with different states and the comparative data on the basis of infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and net attendance ratio. So the question is being asked from us that in comparison to Kerala, which state has the highest infant mortality rate? And in the given table, we can see, dear students, that it is state Bihar, which is having the highest infant mortality rate in comparison with Kerala. So let's write the answer. So if you have given Bihar as the correct answer, you will be going to get 1 mark for this question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let us now move towards the next question. So in this question, we need to find the incorrect option from column A and column B. So in column A, we have been provided with the category of person, and in column B, we have been provided with the developmental goal of those person and their aspirations. So let's read column A and column B and then find the incorrect match. So the first one is the landless rural laborers, which have the developmental goal of more days of work and better wages. So you can see here that it is a correct match. So moving ahead, prosperous farmers from Punjab has the developmental goal of availability of other sources of irrigation. You can see here, dear students, that in this, the developmental goal of the farmers from Punjab has already been fulfilled because they are prosperous. So hence they don't need anything extra. So in this one, this is the incorrect match. So the answer to this question is option number B. And if you have given option number B as the correct answer, you are surely going to get 1 marks for this. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move towards the next question.